Good morning, boys and girls, or good afternoon actually when you're watching this. So today's video, as you can tell from the title, is going to be a food video. We actually had really good feedback from the vegan food video that we did a couple of uploads ago, so I knew I wanted to do another food video coming up, but I wanted to do this one a little bit different. I've recently seen Anna doing a series on her channel where she recreates different fast foods and takeaways, which I thought was such a cool idea because obviously we're all at home and we're all missing Nandos and McDonald's and whatever it is. So I wanted to do a similar style video inspired by that. I'll leave a link to Anna's video down below if you want to check it out. I'm sure you'll all subscribe to her, she's incredible. But yeah, I wanted to do a little spin on that and do the same type of video but vegan. So yeah, that is what we're going to do. We've got a Big Mac, we've got a Nando's wrap, we've got a Subway, and we've got a KFC burger and bucket. Quick disclaimer, so obviously not all of the recipes are like totally accurate, it's just kind of like our take on them. And second disclaimer, obviously they're not healthy, so we use oil in this, there's a lot of like mayo and like fatty stuff in this, like it's obviously not going to be healthy. So if you want healthy foods, do not watch this or do not try this. But yeah, honestly they're so delicious, so if you want a treat and you want something to keep you going during lockdown, then 10 out of 10 I'd recommend trying them. Please let me know as well if you do try any of them because I would love to know. So yeah, we're gonna start with Subway. This is the only one I didn't do a taste test for just because we eat this like sandwich all the time, so I already know it's delicious, and I have done this in a couple of videos already, but I wanted to like include it in this just so it's in the video. For the filling, we're doing vegan corn slices, which are actually really good. So we're using the smoky ham and the chicken. You can use just one or the other if you want to, but we're just using what we've got here. And then for the cheese, we're using Violife original flavor slices, which is probably the best vegan cheese I've had, and it goes on the sandwich really well. And then any filling that you want as well, so we're just using cucumber, tomato and lettuce. And then we're going to make a sauce as well. It's actually going to be the same sauce that we use for the Big Mac. So I've shown this on my channel before. It's just a combination of mayo, ketchup and mustard, and it's about 2 or 3 parts mayo and then 1 part ketchup, 1 part mustard, as well as some finely sliced onion and a little bit of pickle. Okay, that has just been in the oven just toasting. We're not going to toast everything once it's in. If you want to, you can, but I prefer the cheese not melted, so we've just toasted the bread. Once you've chopped everything up, you can just go ahead and make the sauce. This probably seems like a bit of an odd sauce to put on a sandwich, but trust me, it's so delicious. So you just want to go ahead and build your sandwich. We're putting sauce on both sides and then just layers of the meat and the cheese and the cucumber and tomato as well, and of course the lettuce, and then you're all done. So really delicious and really easy to make. Okay, next up is McDonald's. Oh my god, this is probably my favorite one. You have to try this. Okay, so this is everything we're using for the burger pretty much. So for the meat, we're using Beyond Burgers, literally the best burgers ever. We also sometimes have Naked Glory, but I personally prefer these, so we're going to be using those. And then we've still got some lettuce and cheese chopped up from lunch. For the buns, we're using seeded buns because obviously that is what is used at McDonald's for Big Macs. And then we've got leftover sauce. We've got some more pickles to chop up and add. Feel free to like take off, add anything you want if you want it to be a little bit different. And then we're also going to add a little bit of extra onion. So first thing to do is to cook the meat and obviously prepare your bun. Okay, so I just went ahead and put a little bit of butter on all of the sides of the bun, all of the parts of the bun, and we're gonna grill these now. Okay, so we've just left the bun there, and then also got the pickle and a little bit of extra onion ready. Okay, next up is burgers. A little bit of salt. Woo! I'm going to do the rest of this as a voiceover just because it was getting really loud. So you want to make sure you really flatten the meat out just so that it doesn't make too big of a burger to eat when it's all assembled. And then we're also going to just really lightly grill a little bit of cheese on the bottom bit of the bun. And then in terms of the chips, we're using like frozen chips that you can just easily put in the oven if you want to do that, but we're just going to fry them in oil instead just because it's a little bit of an extra treat, and I feel like this is kind of more authentic to what a McDonald's burger and chips is. So just popping those on the side on a little bit of kitchen roll and then adding some salt, and then you want to go ahead and build your burger. So we're trying to do it as accurate as possible. So we've got the bottom bun with cheese, sauce, lettuce, and then a Beyond Burger, and then another part of the bun with some more sauce and some more lettuce and the next Beyond Burger, and then we're also going to add some of the pickles and pop the top of the bun on. And you can see here it looks so much like meat. It's crazy. It's literally the most delicious thing ever. Oh my god, this is really difficult to eat like this. Oh my god, hands down the best vegan burger I have ever had. I don't want it to end. They taste exactly like McDonald's chips, especially with the salt, because I always think McDonald's chips are a lot saltier than like other takeaway chips. You keep walking past and there's just like this shadow. You're like a little vulture like hovering for them. Oh, it's so good. Thank you. Go on, take some chips if you want. You have those. Don't have to say twice. Okay, next we've got Nandos, which your girl is missing Nandos, I have to admit. So we're gonna be making a vegan Nandos chicken wrap. We're not doing the chili jam that comes in the wrap, because personally I kind of prefer it just with the yogurt sauce, like the yogurt dressing that comes with it. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna do some chips as well. Okay, so we're actually starting this one the day before. So this is what we're gonna use for the chicken. It's from a brand called Vivera, I want to pronounce it, could be wrong, but yeah, they do a bunch of chicken substitutes. So this one's kind of more like a chicken thigh texture, I'd say, and they also do some kind of more like strips as well. They're a little bit more like breast, so it just kind of depends what you prefer. So we're just going to marinate this with some olive oil and also the medium rub from Nando's as well, which you can just buy at Sainsbury's. Pop that in a bag and leave it in the fridge and it'll be good to go. Okay, so we've got the wraps, we've got the chicken that's been marinating overnight in the fridge, and some extra medium sauce to put on after it's cooked. And then for the sauce, we're using Oatly creme fraiche. We're basically making like the mint kind of yogurty sauce that goes on the wrap. So yeah, we're using the Oatly creme fraiche and then some mint and a little bit of cucumber and also some lemon as well. It's literally one of my favorite sauces ever. We have it on so many different things. It's really yummy. And then of course we've got some lettuce to add. And then I'm gonna make a little cocktail stick because hopefully this will make me feel like I'm back in Nando's. We've also bought this recently and it's so good. So we're gonna have this with the chips. It's just vegan Pyrenees. Okay, so you just wanna chop up and peel your potatoes to make the chips. And we're just gonna wash them now as well to get rid of all of the starch before cooking them. To cook your chicken, you just want a frying pan with a little bit of oil in, and we're going to make sure that's nice and hot before we add the chicken in. This doesn't actually take very long to cook at all. I'm pretty sure on the packet it says it takes like 4 to 6 minutes, so it's really easy to do. Once it's cooked, we just add in a little bit extra of the medium sauce, just again for a little bit more flavor. So feel free to add however much you want there. And then we're going to go back to the chips. So once those have been rinsed off and washed off and dried properly, you just want to fry them in some oil for the first time, and all we're going to do here is cook them through. So we're going to fry them twice in the oil, this time just to cook them through, and then do a second lot of frying afterwards just to make them nice and crispy. So just pop those to the side once they are cooked through, and then whilst they're drying off you can just go ahead and do the wraps. So we're just going to put everything together. You just want a little bit of the yogurt, a little bit of the chicken, and obviously some lettuce as well, and then you want to try and get like a decent amount of filling in and then wrap it as tight as possible. And we are going to just like lightly fry the wraps in a dry pan as well, just to make them nice and crispy, and it also helps to keep the wrap together really well as well. So once you've done that, you can just pop them to the side, and then we're quickly going to go back and do the chips a second time. This time you want it on a really high heat, and you're only going to do it for like a minute just to make them nice and crispy. And then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of seasoning. We're just using a little bit of the extra rub. Once that's done, you can just go ahead and fry the wraps really lightly in a dry pan. So you just want to do all sides and the bottoms, and then you're pretty much done. I'm like sweating. Oh my god, it literally tastes like chicken. You can see like a little bit of the chicken there. It looks so much like meat. Okay, and then last but not least, we've got KFC. KFC obviously already do a vegan burger that's like supposed to be chicken. So we kind of wanted to recreate that. I have to say, I actually prefer the burger that we made in this to the KFC one. No shade to KFC because I still like their burger. But yeah, it's so, so good. And then we also did kind of like a boneless banquet, like chicken bucket style thing as well. So that is the last one. So for KFC, we're gonna do a chicken fillet burger. So this is what we're using for the chicken. We've not actually tried these before. I've had the corn hot and spicy vegan burgers, which are really, really good. So we thought we'd give something else a go instead. This is literally the most delicious chicken substitute I've ever tried. So this is the vegetarian chicken bucket, which is kind of like a KFC boneless banquet, I guess, like a chicken bucket. So we're gonna cook this up as well, which is really easy to do. It just goes in the oven, and as you can see, it is suitable for vegans. If you've not tried this, even if you're not vegan or you're not vegetarian, please try this because it tastes so good. And then we're gonna use the burger buns again for the burger. We've got some leftover iceberg lettuce, and we're gonna do pepper mayo with vegan mayo, which literally tastes the same in my opinion, and pepper. So it's a really simple one. This pretty much everything just goes in the oven and then you just like plate it. Okay, so these are really simple. You just pop them on a tray with some foil and put them in the oven. And we've also put in the chicken fillet as well. So I'm just gonna butter this bun and toast it. Okay, so we're just doing the chips pretty much the same way to what we did with the previous chips. These were just frozen. So I'm pretty sure these are from Aldi. But yeah, just any frozen oven chips will do, and then we're just cooking them in oil. We just fried them once in the oil because they're frozen chips, so don't need to do them twice like we would with the potatoes. So you just want to pop them on some kitchen roll just to absorb any excess oil, and then we've also put a little bit of salt and pepper on. Okay, so we're just going to do a layer of mayo, and then chicken, and then lettuce, and that's pretty much it, I think, for a vegan chicken burger from KFC. Oh, it looks good. I'm looking very like warm again. It's really crispy. I actually think I prefer this to the corn one. It's really crispy, the texture's really good, tastes really good. I'm about to be so fat tomorrow. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I obviously enjoyed making it because it was an excuse to eat basically fast food for a whole 2 days. Please let me know if you try any of these because I would love to know, and let me know if you want to see any more of these. I was thinking we could do some like Starbucks inspired vegan drinks because we've been making a lot of like frozen coffee and like iced lattes and stuff recently, so I thought that could be fun. But let me know. I love you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next one.